Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hi Dad. Yeah, turn some light on. Uh, we're just getting motivated, or I am. I was up late last night sewing, and I'm just not motivated very much this morning. But I did decide I needed to get dressed and get moving. What you doing, Delilah? Get moving for the day. I'm gonna go and get me some more fabric. I made a pumpkin table runner yesterday from a video tutorial and a download, but now I like it so well I want to go get some prettier pumpkin colors. I like those, but that's the only ones I have. And I kind of meant for this color to be in the middle of those two. So, but it's my first one. It's a quilted pumpkin table runner, and with a real pretty back. But I want to go get some yellows or oranges, pumpkin colors, and make a few of them for gifts. And I think my husband is going to set up a yard sale during the annual craft fair weekend in October that we have here in Northwest Arkansas. It's one of the biggest craft fairs in the United States anyway, and everybody will be coming here to buy crafts. I used to set up a booth at those shows and sell all my crafts, but it was mostly crochet. And now I don't want to do a booth. I couldn't do a booth if I wanted to. I just flat don't have the time with all of these rascals to take care of. Hey, Miss Chloe, what are you looking so serious for, huh? What are you looking so serious for? Are you guarding that toy under you, or does it just happen to be there? But anyway, I'm going to try to sew some more today. I've got just all the crafts that I kind of sit around and do to keep myself busy. He's going to try to sell during that craft fair weekend. So I'm just going to make up a bunch of pot holders and crochet stuff and some sewing stuff, and he can just have him a big old yard sale. See somebody going down our street. But other than that, we're just doing what we always do, y'all. This is our everyday life here. Simon, you look so stinking cute. Just look how gorgeous you are. What a pretty boy. They're all kind of fading in and out. They're ready to get on that couch and take a nap. Some of them just came in, but some of them were already up there sleeping. Huh, Amos? Caleb's been in and out. Delilah's been in and out. Dee Dee, let go of that toy. Let go of that Chewy. Not happening. She's going to chew it and chew it and chew it. And Sheba's got hers over here too. Y'all, I'm getting so anxious over wanting to know if my girls are pregnant, and if so, how many babies they have. And I'm right on the edge. I will ultrasound Candy again today, but the Sheba and Chloe, they really need a few more days. Candy probably needs a few more days. I start trying to get an ultrasound about day, I don't know, somewhere around 25 days after breeding. But if you schedule an appointment with a vet, they want you to wait till like 30 or 35 days after breeding. So there's 10 days of play there that you may see babies. And at this point, I don't know what I'm seeing. I've used the ultrasound on Candy twice, and I didn't feel like I could see something. So I'm just playing around with it for, I don't know, as long as I can, until I can't stand it no more, and then I'll make an appointment with the vet. But since they're so close, I thought if I have to go to the vet to find out, then I want to kind of wait until I can take all three of them and just do them all three at the same time, because I will go through this every time. I get so anxious. I want my babies. I want to see our babies, and we're ready for a new round of puppies, aren't we, Dad? Yeah, we got our dog room all set up and ready. I got to put the playpens back up, but it's decorated and is now a dedicated dog room. But all I have to do is put the pee pads down and set up the playpens with the whelping beds, and we're good to go. So, but I drive myself crazy. It's because I want to know. I want to know. It's okay if maybe we're not pregnant. We had that with Reba. She still has not had any babies yet, and we bred her back in the spring or middle of the summer, and I was pretty sure I was seeing puppies, but it turned out she wasn't pregnant at all. And it is okay. It's not like I'm that way, but it is also, I am that way because I have to know. I have to know how many babies are in there, Mama. How many? Tell me. But so I'll just wait. I'll play around with our machine. Maybe I'll be able to see them. I have seen them. I have done it with my machine before, and when you see babies, you know that's babies you're seeing. So, but right now I haven't seen babies in a while. So I don't know what I'm looking for again. So I'll just have to play around with it. But I'll keep everybody updated, and as soon as I know, I will let y'all know. I wish I knew for sure who did this to my little girl. Somebody roughhoused with her. She has on both sides, right there, somebody got a hold of her, and that makes me so mad. That makes me so mad. But it was probably the puppies, and they probably played on this side, and then they probably played on that side with their razor sharp teeth. But I'm gonna get some chlorhexidine and some of the antibiotic ointment on those and try to get them. They're healing, but it seems to be slowly. And I just don't like it when any of my kids have a wound. So we'll get them. They all need a bath, Mr. Jeff. They all need a bath, and they all need their nails done. So we'll be working on that this week in between my sewing. Mr. Jeff can do the baths, and then every time one gets in my lap, I can do their nails. And so far with this pack, we do good with doing the nails. I was telling Miss Susie when she was here that I have a sling set up for any of them that would give me trouble with doing their nails. And I got it and had it all set up, and then none of these guys give me a problem. They sit right in my lap and let me clip their nails, and they let me file them. Now I will say, the 3 young ones, I have done it ever since they were either born here or came here, but they do give me trouble. They fuss with me. Then I don't know if we're going to have future problems with them, or if I'm going to, at least Maggie and Caleb. Amos is going to go to North Carolina next week, but Maggie and Caleb, I've got to work with them and make sure they're going to be good little doggies when I'm doing their nails. If not, we'll get our sling out and get it set up. I can actually put it on a tabletop, hopefully, where I won't have to get down in the floor. But I would prefer to just sit them up in my lap and do their nails. I've had Bostons in the past. It was just not possible. And I invested in all kinds of gadgets, and one was like a backpack made for dogs. It had little holes for their legs to go through, and you strap the pack to your body so you can have both hands free to do their nails. But that didn't work either. You could also strap them in that pack when you went hiking and they decide they don't want to hike anymore. You could just strap them on like a baby and keep hiking. But that didn't work. I used to take that first 4 Bostons that I had that we started with, these guys. I used to take them to the groomers, and the groomers didn't like doing them because they were so horrible about anybody touching their feet. They just would fight you all the way. But these guys do pretty good. So we've got a couple of good videos out there showing how we do it. And I don't know if it's a difference in the dogs or if it's a difference in me since back then when I was trying to do their nails and now. But for now, we're doing pretty good. And baths, they love their baths, don't they? But those are the 2 things that, and you know from our videos, just about all of our dogs love the water, so they're always in and out of the swimming pool, and they don't mind getting wet too much. Caleb and Maggie and Amos, though, they're just not used to it. I have bathed each of them and done their nails, but they are still kind of freaked out each time because we don't do it as, very often, only when needed. Reba, my goodness, look at you. You little lazy girl. There was a Boston Terrier breeder on Facebook I ran across, and they have a male whose name is Harvey. Harvey Blue Eyes, I think is his name, and he looks almost identical to my Reba. He's a little bit bigger because he's a more mature male. He's a little older too. But his face, his half white, and the 2 blue eyes and the short snout, all look, I was like, man, they look like they could have been brother and sister. But I know they're not because Reba was born right here. So I know that they're not related, but I just thought it was interesting to find another one marked so unique and almost identical to her.
No room.
Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. Well, I better be getting off of here so I can go run my errands and get back, and then Mr. Jeff, I'm sure, is going to have stuff he's going to want to get out and do. I'm also going to try to make some jelly. So he got all our canning jars out and got me some new ones. And we bought a box of plums at an outdoor flea market the other day. Miss Susie was with us. And I'm going to try to make some jelly or jam out of that and put it up. And Mr. Jeff made, oh, you already put them up? He made a whole bunch of pepper rings, banana peppers. He bought at the same flea market, and he bought a bunch of banana peppers, and he stayed in there yesterday and cut them all up and made, where'd you put them? Yeah, so yeah, see, we'll let you see up in our pantry, but he made a whole bunch. He pickled okra, he pickled jalapenos, and he canned the pepper rings. So now I got to make jelly. So I can't let him outdo me. Between me and my mom, Mr. Jeff has learned how to do some pretty good canning.
Now everybody asked me what my recipe was. I said, ask my mother-in-law.
Yeah, ask his mother-in-law. We both message or talk to my mom about canning stuff. She's always been what I call a gourmet canner, a gourmet gardener too. She grows it and cans it, or she did all of my life. She's kind of not able to do it now, but she can still. She sent me directions on how to make this jelly, so I'm going to follow her directions today. And did you ask her about the pepper rings?
She told me about a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, she taught him, you do pickles.
Yeah.
He can do pickles and peppers now. But I usually do the rest of whatever canning gets done around here. I'm just not crazy about doing it anymore. I try to do a little bit each year, something we can put up, but it's simple and easy canning. I don't do any, I used to a long time ago, but I have other things to do now, like sewing or playing with puppies and Bostons and things like that. So Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and get my errands run. Miss Delilah will be leaving us before too long. Miss Phoebe, if you're watching, I will reach out to you, I don't know, sometime today or tomorrow, and we'll talk. But she's great. She's completely healed, doing well. Everything about her is just, she's doing so good. I'm gonna miss her, and she's limping a little bit. She's always had a little bit weaker back leg and sometimes limps, but the last couple of days I've noticed she seems like it's a little stiffer. So I've had the vet check it out. It isn't, he hasn't diagnosed anything. He just says she's weaker in the muscles there. So I don't know, but sometimes she's just a little bit more stiff. It's usually after she's been laying down for a while or running outside. So, anyway, just an observation. Well, Dad, it looks like you got everybody under control. So I'm going to get off of here and go do me some fabric shopping for a little while. So you guys have a blessed day, and I'll be back tomorrow.